This is how you share your games on PS4.
Thanks.
PlayStation.
Many months later.
Big news in the gaming world today. It will soon be game over for physical discs for PlayStation consoles. It's fair to say gamers aren't happy, and it also means saving money by buying secondhand will be a thing of the past.
Come on! Oh my God! Going in there, get you! I wish this was you! My stupid game!
But we don't have too much to talk about, but we might be doing it in a very lengthy aspect. We have three things we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about EVO, its aftermath, announcements and winners, and GTA 6 and the PS6 controversy and all that glorious mess that's been going on with it. So,
This is technically the Sony episode because of EVO, and this is the
this is the Sony episode, yeah. So, you want to pull up the
Yeah, I'm gonna pull EVO results right now.
Yeah, so let's start with I guess we start with the controversy behind PS6 and what they've been doing. Now, I've done a little bit of research, just watching videos here and there. Everybody's talking about it. One of the biggest names has been Asmongold, and everybody under that. But 2028, all digital.
Yep.
And it's kind of funny because they went from being the heroes to the heels of video gaming. So, what are some things y'all heard of? We'll just bounce off each other, because to me, just looking at my side over here, and it's damn near all Sony sprinkled in with a little Nintendo and Microsoft.
Well, I was watching Asmongold talk about this, and I do kind of agree with some of the points we're saying, where it is their right to switch over to all digital.
Yeah.
But the big problem is, their Sony store is, at any moment they can shut it down and you just lose all your games.
Yeah, because they said that they're going to be stopping support for, I think they said PS Vita and PS3.
It's such terrible timing to be like, hey, we're switching to all digital. Also, we're shutting down the PlayStation 3 store.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
So here's my question, because I don't want to put people in a third world category, but there has always been other countries that are funding some of these older servers for things because they can't afford the newer stuff. So I would imagine PSPs and PS Vitas and PS3s are still widely supported in lesser economical areas versus people having PS4s and the Pros, PS5 and the Pros. So now all of a sudden you're going to cut those servers to what? Force them to try to be able to play these other games? But they're not going to be able to upgrade, so now they
can't afford to upgrade.
Playing offline.
Yeah.
But some of the dumb things that I actually had heard about was if you purchased movies on some of these,
Yep.
they're forcing and going into your hard drive and deleting it.
It's because I think the license ended.
The license ended for them,
Yeah, and they
not
don't-
for you.
Yeah, I don't. It shouldn't affect you because you already purchased it.
Because that's no different than me buying the disc and
if
having the code and downloading it on my computer.
Once you download it, it's yours. You shouldn't be able to.
So the fact that they're now saying they're invading your privacy on your console that you're purchased, they're making it sound like you technically own nothing, even if you have the hardware. So, and I can't lie, we got to start off with the original BS. The original BS. The amount of times they've been hacked and people's accounts have been in jeopardy, and credit cards if you held it on there. What were some of the newer things that came about? That so-called Twitter post about if you bought a game digitally, it's technically rented monthly, type of thing. Where they claimed that was not a real thing, but even if it's not a real thing, damn, is that...
Even on Steam, you're technically renting even if you buy games through Steam, technically.
But not no, I gotta check in every 30 days.
Oh yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, so, oh yeah, of course, this video ain't sponsored, but Jack Daniels, y'all make some delicious shit. Hit us up. But now all of a sudden you have this atrocity. Oh, technically Crunchyroll is Sony that most people don't know about. So now you have the whole Crunchyroll going after third-party sites getting things knocked down. Yeah. They had the issue with they're trying to force people to have Sony or PlayStation accounts in order to be able to play their games, like with Helldivers on Steam and everything else. All Sony has been doing for the past year and a half to 2 years is just screwing up left and right. Now, I will say this. Most people, shout outs to Kid Vid because he even mentioned this. Most people, it's convenient to have the game digitally downloaded for them. Because let's just say you were robbed, the physical copy got taken, or whatever else, or if you swap hard drives and you unfortunately did something to where it got wiped, you could always download it back on Steam and everything else. So digital is in a lot of ways more convenient for people, not necessarily better, but it is convenient. But the other thing that I look at is that people have been conditioned to feel that way. Because it first started off with streaming platforms.
There's nothing wrong with digital. The problem is
it's just an option.
The problem
but it shouldn't be the only option.
The problem is the PlayStation Store is unreliable, and like at any moment they can shut it down. Like
Steam. Okay, you say that, but let's talk about the other thing that they mentioned: dynamic pricing.
What was that? They're just raising the price whenever they want.
You didn't hear about it?
No, I'm not paying that much. I'm PC with Master Race. I'm not paying, like...
Oh, well...
I'm watching from the window like, wow, that's fucked up.
Okay, well, I mean, I am now too, but they actually mentioned that depending on your account or purchasing level power, whatever you want to call it, that different people are going to have different pricing versus other people. So...
That's funny.
It sounds like they're doing what cell phone companies do, and I hate to call y'all out, but I have seen this dumb stuff. Instead of giving cheaper prices to your people that are long lifers that have retention, you're giving newer players possibly a cheaper price and overcharging your older audience or your established audience.
That's the type of shit you don't announce. You just keep it secret.
Yeah, well, they're kind of... Well, it was going to come out regardless.
That's funny.
The power of social media. But I'm looking at this like, okay, it costs money to do the box, do the disc, and all this other stuff. Sure, but it's something that people like myself who's a collector is willing to spend the money on. If you was going to charge me $70 for a physical copy and $60 for digital, by all means. Even though I'd rather it be 50 and 60 like the old pricing, but they're actually showing that physical copies are cheaper. Digital copies are more expensive.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's kind of like,
I don't know how that works.
Who are you, like you're screwing people over in ways that the unaware are just going to go with the flow. It's kind of like, oh man, I heard about this, but they're not looking into it. But people have looked, whether it's Amazon or whether it's other storefronts and everything else, the digital copies are actually more expensive than the physical. So, if you're now not going to have no form of physical media, that means there's no more special bundles.
I mean,
no more, because I can't lie, it'll be crazy if you call yourself buying a $250 bundle where it's the game, special case, but all it has is a digital code in it and a statue.
I mean, they do that with PC anyway. Like, you get the deluxe copy of Wukong on PC, but like...
And everything is digital, though. Like, digital comic, digital whatever else. Like, that stuff should cost no more than the price of whoever had the time and effort to sort and categorize it and zip file it into whatever it's supposed to be. Like it's hours of labor, but it's not worth whatever price that they're going for.
Yeah.
So
I think what they need to do is take like all the old PlayStation stores and combine them all into one PlayStation network, where like people can access their old games.
So you want to know what's the crazy thing?
That ain't gonna happen.
No.
They're just
So
lazy.
back on the PS3, they had the PlayStation Now, and it wasn't very good. Plus, the PS3 was kind of slow when it came down to their internet anyway. PS4 is when they tried to update and revamp it, which it was good for what it was, but you can't expect unless you're really into retro games. A lot of people wasn't going to that, and it was ports of the old games in not a very good way, not an updated version of it. So it's kind of like, well, that kind of sucks. So but that's when, but it was also a separate cost. It was only $5. Then with this whole changing it to almost like a Netflix streaming platform where you're paying a buttload of money a month, now they included it into the bundle package. So they're trying to find ways to constantly make money to not waste anything, but it's one of those things of they should have just made it mix and match.
The problem is, I think what they're doing is like they'll put the old games on the PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
But if you previously bought the old game on like PlayStation 3, you have to buy it again.
Which I hate. Like, I have Parasite Eve 1 on my PS3. Granted, it's offline, but I can play that game in any time because it's downloaded onto the hard drive. So, screw Sony on that one. But if I could, because I still own a PS2, I would rather buy Parasite Eve 1 and 2 physically so I can truly say,
You own
F
it.
you. So I can actually say that I own it. But they're trying to take power away. Now, I will say this. They did cause this themselves.
Yep.
Again, with streaming platforms and you constantly trying to make digital the way to go, and the things are more accessible for the gamers who are absorbing games at a high rate or whatever else, it was going to get to the point to where it's just like, oh, I didn't beat this game. Oh, the content's not out yet. Where's the content for it? Okay, let me go to this game. Buy it digitally. So it's one of those things of they're making money and they can't keep up with it, but that's a very small percentage of people.
Yeah.
Like, the people that are PC are already used to the comfortability of digitally, but Steam is also
we trust Steam.
a blanket. It's a safeguard.
You trust Steam. The problem is, I don't trust Sony.
Yeah, I was trying to hold on to a little bit of hope, but Sony is almost getting to that same category as Nintendo. But even with Nintendo is made more out to be the good guy than Sony at the moment.
So Nintendo would do the same thing. They would have old Nintendo stores that are probably shut down. Like I'm sure, like the Nintendo DS store is probably going to shut down.
They didn't even have a DS store yet.
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
But the thing about it is Nintendo caters to a way different market than the PlayStation.
They would do the same thing.
But again, that market probably doesn't even know what's going on.
Yeah, that market is too busy eating the Pokemon dicks.
but my biggest thing is I don't know what type of management Sony is under right now, but
it ain't good.
Sony needs to fire upper management over what they've been doing currently, which is firing different devs. Like he was here when before we started. I was playing Destiny 2. I am a Destiny lifer. I got like 6,000 or 7,000 hours between the PS4, the PS3, PS4, and PC, and I am enjoying the game 100%. And granted, I wanted Destiny 3, so long live D3 or hashtag D3. But
I mean, you would think that after seeing like the Destiny viewer, like the player count jump, you'd think they'd like to
it jumped over 100K, which Marathon has never did. But I'm not gonna crap on the Marathon people. But from a business sense and just common sense,
you see
your 12-year game that is a live service game is literally, and Bungie, one of the top pioneers across all studios across the world that people look at. You are firing them, and they already did a massive layoff. They said by half in June, and now they're going to do another layoff in July. So I'm wondering who's getting rid of in that. But now it's not just Bungie they didn't fire. They didn't fire people from Sony and a bunch of other places, Microsoft too, but screw them. But it's just one of those things of 12 years. 12 years, and it made over, I think they said $3 or $4 billion in its lifetime. Yeah. Bungie was purchased ignorantly for over, I think, $3 billion or whatever else. Sony has already, Bungie has already made that money back. Destiny 2 alone. Mm-hmm. But for you to make comments on Twitter about you are still going into live service and you killed the biggest game in live service.
They had the live service golden goose
on lock.
They had it, and just
granted, Fortnite is an old established one, PUBG and all these other ones. Destiny is a hybrid success. It is a FPS. It is a 3PS at times. It is a MMO RPG also. You have this massive world and lore that is bigger than Star Wars. You have all this stuff. You could have did all type of things, and the only branch out they did was a mobile game that literally is following the storyline of Destiny.
I mean, all they have to do is keep doing content for Destiny, like do interesting content.
Yeah. So
it's not that hard. It's like, hey, we'll buy this for how much? Whatever $1 billion, and then we'll sell it.
Even if they would have bought it for $1 billion, because they Sony put out that they got a $750 million loss or whatever else. That's not on Bungie. That's on all the other dumb projects you're doing, and you're trying to use Bungie as the scapegoat. And you're also trying to say that it's also the fans' fault, but the fans showed up at the last expansion that happened at the beginning of June. Marathon has only had at its peak 83,000 players at any one time. Now, they say that whatever numbers you see on Steam, it's 4x that on console.
I don't believe
that. But that means if you had over 125,000 people come back for a Destiny 2 expansion for the Moments of Triumph, that means that you had over 500,000 people in total.
Yeah. Like,
what are we talking about? But look, I'm getting to the point to where I have to say fuck Sony. I can't even say fuck Nintendo that much anymore. I have to say fuck Sony because on every front, from anime and streaming to pricing to just anything decision making, they have just been stupid across the board. But you're trying to blame everybody else. Is it like a new age person that's in office as the president of Sony? Because they're moving like they're one of these youngsters that don't know how to take accountability. Like, you're making a bunch of mistakes.
They want to make leave their own mark, their own legacy.
Burning it to the ground?
They want to do their own thing.
Like I understand that. Now, I don't know the percentage of how much Sony gaming, meaning PlayStation, brings to the market of Sony, corporation in totality. But I know movies is still a big thing. But you got to think that the same way how your movies has been going, gaming is way bigger than what it was when we was playing. I think our peak for us was probably like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 until a certain like generational technology skill.
I feel like we never stopped, honestly.
Yeah, well, for us, it never stopped, but it's obvious when it comes down to quality of the games and the fandom. PS1, PS2 was it.
Oh, yeah.
PS3, we had problems because just like the Red Ring of Death, you did have the Yellow Light of Death with some of the Blu-ray players. That's when you started taking away backwards compatibility. You gave online, but y'all are the ones that caused the DLC boom to where instead of buying a physical disc, you now made DLC possible. Yes, Sony, I'm blaming you for that. So, well, Activision. But Sony nonetheless. So, it's just one of those things of, ever since the PS3, they've been making dumb decisions. And when you get some type of reprieve, PS4 came out, powerful system, but you made the frame rate garbage as crap. You're waiting for technology. Oh, PS4 is a little bit better. PS5 is now competing with a PC. But would I rather a PC that if I didn't change no parts into it and compared it, I get 10 or 12 years out of it, but it's interchangeable.
You can stretch that bitch.
So it's kind of like you sell. They even said it. Video game consoles, but they was talking about Sony. They sell the system at a loss, but they make it up in everything else, games, licensing, and everything else. So they actually are never at a loss. Mm-hmm. So you know it. I'm frustrated.
I'm gonna give my small few cents on this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because what you all said is true, but I'm afraid of 2028.
What's that? The prices?
Not just
prices?
that. Not just that. Not just that. But the.
Oh, he's about to segue.
The Sony price and the digital thing, but the upcoming console.
Oh.
The PlayStation 6, which will most likely
even care.
Which I know most of us not even gonna care because we know it's gonna probably be like 1,000 or something.
You
like
need
that.
to switch over to PC already.
Me and my brother, we talk about we're gonna switch over to PC because
it's like trying to move out of the country.
If the PS6 will most likely be $1,000 with the way how Steam Machine is, and the fact that
they actually said it's gonna be more. They actually said because nothing. Let's look at it this way: consumers, and unfortunately, I have to use the word consumers. Consumers are stupid to the rising tide for a lot of things. Some people are in the know, and some people aren't. But they actually said that the PS6 would most likely be closer to $1,400 to $1,600.
And to make things worse, well, like I said, for the digital age, they most
AI,
likely,
RAM,
they will most likely
motherboard.
They will not have a disk drive.
Yeah.
At all. So most likely this
not most likely 100% won't have a disk drive.
Yeah,
100%.
Like that will not have
like in the words of Max, it's gonna be dickless.
Yeah, it's gonna be ridiculous. I spilled some alcohol. Don't ignore me.
And what makes it even
hey
more.
man, that Jack Daniels is good enough to where you got to share it with your shirt.
And what makes it even more sad is that the game Wolverine, Phantom Blade Zero.
I mean, fortunately, those come on PS5 though.
But yeah, but Final Fantasy Revelation, Stellar Blade 2 will most likely be the last physical games we will ever have.
And you know what? With that being said, fine. Because I already own the two Final Fantasies physically, I want to get Integrate physically. They do have it. Even though it comes with Final Fantasy Remake, I just want to have it part of the collection. I will buy the third Final Fantasy, and this way, so I can have all my bells and whistles, and I will play the PS5 offline for the rest of my life. I do not care. Now, I still have my PS4. It's just one of those things now if you own a Sony console, any game that you get, you need to be downloading that and putting it on a hard drive or having the physical copy in some capacity, because with the type of evasiveness that Sony is trying to do, if they do the exact same thing that they did that they're doing with the PS3 and everything else, if you have it digitally, you are screwed regardless, because they only said digital. So this whole thing of you'll own nothing and like it, like there's
no more statues, no more this, no more that, and the other crazy thing, GameStop could be out of business.
I don't think so. What GameStop would end up doing is they would turn into a new Radio Shack.
Yeah.
Or do focus on retro.
Because they already have been doing card games, Funko Pops, and general merch and everything else. They already switched to a lot of that. Now, gaming might still be some of the best things, but I guarantee you, if Sony keeps going down this dumb route that they're going, they're just gonna end up.
It's the equivalent of like an anime store. But
Yeah,
for games.
they're gonna change it to people are just gonna switch to Switch 2.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna go to the Xbox console, because even though Xbox has been screwing up also, and they've been firing off people, the amount of damage that they're doing is probably 3x less compared to Sony.
I think a lot of people are switching to PC.
Yeah, most people are switching to PC.
And here's the thing, though. Yeah. They're looking at the investment long term, because I've been seeing the price of these 5090s. Granted, do you need a 5090? Most of the people that need these are going into AI projects, which I need to talk to you about a little bit later. But if you get yourself a 3090 or even a 4000 series or whatever else,
4090, yeah.
you are going to be able to game at a much comfortable rate. Let's just say you end up spending $2,500 across. Let's just say if you you just do everything across the board, CPU, the board, everything, and you get a 4090 and you get a strong enough power supply and all this other stuff, and let's just say you invest in the RAM. Let's just say you spending the 4090 alone is probably like what, $2,000? Let's just say you spend $5,000 on your PC.
That's like a really good one, though.
That's a really good one.
You don't have to go that high end, honestly.
No. Okay, first of all, 5090 is going for like $4,500 to $4,000.
I mean, I guess prices.
So 4090 is most likely in the $2,000 range.
Prices right now are insane for sure.
And they're going to continue because we're constantly getting AI data centers blowing up the price on stuff. If you try to get 32 gigs of RAM, you are still can go broke because it's almost I know 64 gigs of RAM is equivalent to a 4090. So if you do 32 gigs of RAM and then you try to get yourself like a NVMe, like let's just say you get a double hard drive, you do one for the operating system, let's just say 4 gigs on both of them, so 8 gigs or 8 terabytes, I mean. So it's going to end up being around like $4,500, $5,000 regardless.
I mean, if you wait a little longer, I think like 2027, China's going to enter the market for developing RAM, and hopefully that'll drop prices significantly.
Hopefully. Right now,
when China starts manufacturing shit,
no. I know.
They manufacture shit.
I know, but the problem is the place that manufactures RAM is Taiwan, and because of certain little things, I ain't trying to go into the politics, but right now they're saying that Taiwan has explosives on their buildings because of how hard it is to develop RAM, because they don't want nobody trying to take them
Taiwan
over.
is just like General Chips, but like Samsung is Korean and they develop RAM. There's a lot of different places that develop RAM. But.
From an investment standpoint, I would love to. I already said this, for the people like Corsair and whoever else that makes RAM, the fact that they're even remotely entertaining this whole, we're only focusing on AI and we're going to like cut the consumer out of it because we're getting so much money off of AI. I hope that bubble bursts so soon so they could be, you know what, karma's a bitch. But it is the perfect time for smaller people to actually come in and be like, we're, the hometown hero, because they're going to make hand over fist money. Oh shit, I can get a 1 terabyte for $35? Oh, I can get 2 terabytes for like 60 or 70?
Yeah.
Oh, I can get 4 terabytes for like 150? They're going to make hand over fist money. Mm-hmm. But that's whenever they choose to do it, because they have to choose the right timing. If they try to do it right now, they can still get bought out, dissolved, and just get screwed like anybody else. So, again, at the moment, a $5,000 PC, just based off of damn near RAM and the GPU alone, is going to be an investment to where, with the type of games that's coming out, because technology really hasn't improved, you can play every game under the sun for the next 15 to 20 years, as long as you don't go to some of these over bloatedware games that's coming out. So, because honestly, hearing the stuff about GTA 6, I don't even think that game is going to be it's going to be popular, but based off what I'm hearing about it, I don't even know. In fact, from what I understand, Sony is actually holding off on certain price hikes for games for GTA 6. Actually, a lot of game companies and studios are waiting.
They were waiting for that price announcement.
And when they did, there's some segregation in that. We might as well segue into it because it's all tied up.
I was going to say, we might as well segue into this because I'm sure you guys saw the announcement, speaking from Sony, but from Grand Theft Auto beforehand.
In fact, let me see if I can actually bring that up so we can actually show the guys.
I will add the picture to it, but it's not. They say if you're gonna get the game physically, you ain't getting no damn disc, you guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you get the code.
You get the box with a code. Yay!
McKinley, did you play the other GTAs?
Nah.
Okay. I'm not a GTA guy either.
The last Grand Theft Auto game I played was I think San Andreas, and that was, you know how long that
The
was.
last one I played was 3, and I only played that one to put the codes in because they had the wanted level. I was doing like infinite animal, rocket launchers.
Always do that. That's why you
Yeah,
just go
it's-
crazy.
Yeah, I was going crazy, but that's before I had morals.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way, but I like watching like the GTA roleplay servers and stuff, but I didn't really get into it.
They had it for like $80 for one, and then they only have like the Ultimate Edition, which is like $100, but you don't have access to it. And not only that, online it's not going to be out yet.
Yeah.
So it's
And
only single player mode.
And they're gonna charge more for that as well.
Yep.
And people are like, they're speculating that the writing's not gonna be very good either.
Because the crew,
The original crew that made 5 and San Andreas is all of them are all gone.
are gone.
They actually said that GTA Online, they said the best thing you could do is look at videos, and they got people that do a comparison. Look at videos of GTA Online and see how they talk.
The writing's terrible.
Yeah.
But I mean, for GTA Online, like the big thing is for me is like the role playing service. That's actually what I find interesting. But
Is this it? A
But
pricing
this
Yeah.
is.
chart? Hold on, let me.
But do you say this is equivalent? I would say Sony's is worse, but it's
Sony is a repeat offender.
I think this is bad. I don't even think the $80 price tag is bad. I think the fact that they sell online separate is bad. I think
Yeah.
that's bad to me. The fact you're paying $80 for the game and it doesn't include online is insane.
And on top of that, this game, I don't think this game is gonna sell well because they banned it in a lot of countries.
What?
I mean, I don't think that matters.
Yeah, they
here
banned
we
Grand Theft
go.
Auto in
It's
a lot
still
of countries.
it's still in the main countries, fucking United States,
United States, but like all the other,
all of Europe, pretty much.
yeah,
It's banned in like random third world countries, unfortunately. Is that the real prices?
no, that's not the real price.
Yeah, it's like $89.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah, that didn't seem to look right.
Yeah, they only showed 2 editions: the standard and the ultimate.
Well, this
That's
guy's
it.
head is in everything, so.
There should be an article on it, but
It was like $89, and then like for deluxe, $100 or something.
yeah.
I mean, do you guys plan on getting the game?
Nope.
No,
Okay, well,
was never
No,
interested.
look, me and my brother, we was interested until I woke up in the morning and it says GTA 6 digital code only. I immediately woke up my brother and I says, we're not getting Grand Theft Auto. He was like, why we not getting Grand Theft Auto? And I said, read this article. He looked at it. He's like, yeah, F Grand Theft Auto. He was like, digital only. And they say if you buy it with a case, he's like, they give you a code. I'm like, yep. He's like, yeah, F. He said he canceled game night for Grand Theft Auto. He canceled all that.
you was planning to have game night for a Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, he was planning.
It's a one-player game.
Yeah, he was playing that, and he was saying he said he wanted to do like a live event. He's like, man, F Grand Theft Auto.
Okay, so my whole thing is like, well, you sure that's $20 to play online?
I have no idea.
It's
Is it-
$20.
For GTA Online, do you know?
They don't announce anything online,
They
yet, but
haven't
most
announced
likely it's gonna be
a
most likely
$20 upgrade.
Probably.
So if you want to play online, you're paying $90.
Yeah. So okay.
Oh.
So my biggest thing with this though is the fact,
$99.
my biggest thing with this is the fact that why are you charging to play online when we already know for the people that are still brainwashed or have the money, because some people could just throw money at a wall and not have an issue. You're paying for PlayStation Plus, which already is a force feed to play multiplayer online on the game. And that's not including to just play online, period, an internet connection. So
Yeah.
now another $20 out of nowhere?
I mean, that's just like how the console system works. Like, you pay less for the actual system, but you get nickel and dime for everything.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever had an issue. Like, again, in the beginning, I have no problem with PlayStation Plus when it, like $60 a year was the main thing. But once they went to the streaming thing and started adding all type of stuff, it's one thing if I was doing it for just the perks and benefits of what Sony has to offer. But once you gate-kept multiplayer on it is when I started having an issue. And around that time is when shout outs to Heavy Arms got me on PC, and I'm looking at this like, why did I not switch over sooner.
Yeah.
Like, I was a Sony shield, so it's kind of like, it pains me that Sony is doing this arrogantly, because they're putting all this out, and the stuff that they're calling themselves low-key trying to put out is being caught by people that either constantly hack the system or is just doing all type of stuff, and they just notice it. Yeah. Because nobody would have known about that software update with the whole 30-day expiration unless people are looking into that.
Yeah, you pay attention.
Yeah, so I don't know, man.
All it takes is one person to notice something weird going on with the system.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Sony is like, I already seen videos of people literally saying, I didn't instead of trading in the PS5 to where it will screw somebody else. And the PS5 is a good system. You can still have offline content on it. So I don't know why people are doing it. Instead of just trading it in and being like, screw Sony, I'm not giving them no more money, they're going to like demolition sites, blowing them up, putting them in crunchers and everything else. Like, the PS5 is you still wasted money on it.
They're making a statement.
You know, I mean, thankfully I only paid like I think like $300 or $400 for mine, and I do have the hard disk version.
I say like the PlayStation 5 is like, it's probably going to be the last time,
the last hurrah,
where buying a console makes sense.
Yeah, 100%, because it's the last one that you're going to be able to do offline games for, and I would recommend every person.
I mean, not just that.
Get into fighting games, get into sports games, because even single player games, you might not be able to have the downloadable content because sometimes those are offline.
I'm just saying from a price point as well, because like the new console is gonna be $1,000 plus for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, I actually do believe the 14 to 1600. Like unless like you said, the whole China thing, making RAM or whatever else, but.
That's not gonna. They have to build the facilities, and it's gonna take a little bit.
Yeah, but like whatchamacallit, if the PS5 Pro got jumped up to $1,000, which I don't think they're selling the console at a loss anymore. So, because the one thing Sony and console places keep doing is proprietary technology. Like, they did that with almost every console, so there's always something proprietary to it.
Yeah.
So, the PS6, the fact that everything's digital, they can make it in whatever way they want to where you won't be able to put certain things in. The only thing that might be a standard is the NVMe storage.
I mean, it's just like just to make it small to fit in the box. It's gonna be the most uninspiring thing without the disk drive.
It's gonna look like an Xbox X.
It's gonna look like
it's gonna be a tower that says PS whatever on it.
It's also because they're gonna have no competition because Xbox is done.
Yeah, but the thing about it is speaking of which, I had just seen it. I watched it, but I guess y'all didn't. But apparently Sony right now, or PlayStation, is being sued right now for malicious practices as far as being a monopoly, because since they don't have no competition, they're acting like they can do whatever they want, and they're being sued for billions.
Yeah.
So, I do recommend y'all actually I'll watch that a little bit later, but power corrupts, absolutely. They said that in so many different ways, and we get to see it from a corporate standpoint. My biggest thing is with Sony making these type of announcements, people are going to cope hard because Sony has studios that still make great games. The only good thing is that, so here's my problem, and I'm gonna go back to what I just said in a moment. Sony said they want to bring back exclusivity, but how in the world are you trying to bring back exclusivity when you are literally in so many ways saying that you are screwing your consumer base by making this thing? And while some people say that digital is convenient, I guarantee you your whales are the collectors.
Yeah, that's true too.
I'm not a collector of Sony stuff, but literally everything here, like I want to say at least 85% of my collection is Sony games.
Like, they don't think about as whales though.
Huh?
They don't think about like that, like whale spenders. They must not be
But
thinking about that.
they must not, because it's obvious. Oh, if your controller breaks or whatever else, you get, you'll replace it. Whales will buy one of every color day one, pre-order. They're buying 2 to 3 copies because they got curio sets, because they have a statue that they want to put with the game and stuff like that. But you trying to do full digital content? Like, you're cutting out a consumer base that literally is going to be, they're either going to burn their part to the stake, or they're going to keep it and be like, well, this was the glory days. So,
yeah.
But honestly, it went back to talking about Sony, because at the end of the day, GTA 6 is irrelevant at this point, because they're causing a divide. Because I've already seen skits with them talking about, yo, you pre-ordered GTA 6? Oh, what version you pre-ordered? And they're calling people brokies and stuff like that if you're not getting the more expensive version. Like,
yeah, people are like, oh, you're ungrateful.
Yeah, like, what type of stupidity is this? So, but you know what? I'm just going to call them idiots. At the end of the day, you buy the game that you want to play, but I want to see what happens with this writing. I want to see people's reviews. I want to see Angry Joe. People that got the money. Like, let's just be honest. Content creators and influencers, they're making their money back hand over fist to play the game. Some of them might even be sponsored by the companies to even do it. So I want to be able to watch them, see what they say. I know some of them are going to be like, what?
Mm-hmm.
So I can't wait for this game to burn in flames, because I already heard some of the atrocities that's already in it. Whether it's true or not, we gonna see. But just like how they were talking about leaks with Street Fighter and Marvel Tokon, we gonna see what happens with that. But going back, we're gonna segue into the last one, because I know I've been rambling. I can't lie. This is the Fuck Sony episode.
Yeah.
It's just 100%.
Well, before we get to the EVO thing, Grand Theft Auto 6 has a good upside. People are like, what? It ain't gonna win Game of the Year 2026.
I mean, when is it coming out?
It's coming out in November.
Oh.
So you already know it ain't gonna be nominated for Golden Joystick, which is our favorite award show, and it ain't gonna be nominated for the Game Awards. It's gonna be coming out too late, and a bunch of other awards because it's gonna come out too late.
Shitty timing for marketing, but I guess close to Christmas.
Look, I'm going to say it like this, because at the end of the day, the game has no intrigue to me. For me personally, fuck GTA. I don't care. But I'm hoping for all the people that like GTA, for its story and everything else, because they're self-contained stories, so it's not like one goes into the other. I hope that regardless of the version you buy, I hope the story is good. I hope the graphics is everything. I hope you get all the bang for your buck.
The graphics are great, but I don't know about the story.
Just because it's a $1 billion budget game.
Yeah.
But I hope to God this game has everything that you're asking for, because Sony is fucking you left and right with everything else that deals with this game.
Mm-hmm.
Left and right. So, but let's talk about something a little bit better, because we're all into fighting games. EVO was what, last weekend?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say one of the best EVOs ever, but they had some really good matches.
It was good despite the lower attendance.
The lower attendance didn't even matter.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to start with the high note. All the top 8s were great.
Yeah.
But we also got to talk about the low note. Is that I couldn't pay attention to not one, until you got to halfway into Tekken 8 and into Street Fighter 6, when there was no other side tournaments going on. I was using multi-stream to try to pay attention to everything.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense. If you have top 8s, within breaks, you could have easily been showing the other ones. There was at no point I could ever pay attention to one. Nothing could ever be on the full main screen until halfway, like,
I think they
top 4, top 3 into Tekken 8.
They screwed over City of the Wolves. So, like, City of the Wolves was going on at the same time as like 2XK or something.
Yes.
And same with Vampire vs. Fire. And crazy thing is, while 2SKO was going on, both City of the Wolves and Vampire Survivor were finished, and they would go right into Invincible.
Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, Street Fighter 6, of course, had the glory pretty much all to themselves. Tekken 8 only had half of it, but I will say this. Kind of like CEO that we had last year.
Mm-hmm.
What would be semifinals? That was a good ass match.
Which match was that?
For CEO or for EVO?
EVO.
It's Evo.
Because remember, like when we was there, every match was hype.
Yeah.
For
Street Fighter.
For the finals, grand
Yeah.
finals. But I would actually say, and Shanks already knows this, semifinals was better than grand finals for Tekken for me.
I agree with that.
You could tell that they were trying not to give anything out of the way. Farouk made it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Farouk. Fuck around.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
It was really good. But I will bring this up. Arslan Ash is outside of Atif, because I like Atif too. Those are two of my favorite Tekken players right now, outside of a few other people. I wish Porkchop was doing better and a few other people, but I am highly disappointed in the grand finals last round of the last match.
Yeah.
I was pissed. And you could see it on the other player's face. I told Shanks to actually look at it. You did 3 gun kata combos. You played Street Fighter in Tekken 8. You projectile spammed that man to win. And the worst thing is he did it back to back on the last 2 combos.
He wasn't even trying.
And he got up, he was just like, oh my god, I won. No shit, you won. You shot him to death. How was he supposed to get past that? Again, nothing against Arslan Ash, but that was the most anticlimactic grand finals I've ever seen. I was just like, you did all this fighting, and you choose the last round to do this cheese. I was just like, oh no. I was so disappointed.
I mean, you do what you gotta do to win.
I feel you. I'm just saying, again, you and me talked about it. Tekken hasn't been Tekken since Tekken 6. Tekken 7, they did a few little interesting things to it. It wasn't that bad. It's just you had people that had ridiculous ass combos like Akuma, and then most people had infinites, because if you pick Geese in the right stage, you had an infinite in that too, or just anybody. But in this, it's anime 3D fighter. I don't even know if I can call it Tekken.
It's not that bad, because I rewatched the clip, and what happened is he ducked a low, and then he came up with a Wild Rising 2 or 1, and then it cancels into the gun kata. So he technically hit him with a punch first, and then gun kata him. But
it was 3 combos. The match didn't even. The match lasted 30 seconds. 3 of those combos took that 30 seconds, and it was all bullets. If you think that I'm tripping, do me a favor. Go watch it. Last round, last match of grand finals. It was the quickest thing I've ever seen. You watched it. You just capping for the audience right now.
He punched him first in combo into the gun kata.
Okay, Shanks.
It's not like he wasn't zoning him out. It was literally he hit him. It was a Wild Rising 2, and then she just did the little spinny thing into the gun kata.
That last combo, he never touched him.
He never touched him, man.
Maybe the last one.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, well, anyways, again, Tekken Top 8 was good. I still say semifinals was the best one. Street Fighter 6, because we'll go back. We're gonna go back and forth, because I gotta say something about 2XKO. That whole thing was just off the chain.
Yeah.
But Street Fighter 6, Mena already said Blanca's broken. Yeah. So what? What did you like about EVO? But
I mean, no, you can't downplay Blanca anymore, because now there's no Blanca player.
Another person who was doing literally the same scummy stuff.
Yeah.
Combo level 2 steamroll. That's literally all it is. But it was kind of interesting. We had towards the end a mirror match, which I never thought I would see double Blanca. He was trying to play Bison, wasn't work. I mean, he has a strong Bison, but it just wasn't working.
He was avoiding the mirror match because
Yeah, he was also
everyone
avoiding.
hates the mirror matches.
But at the end of the day,
It's minority.
he just the bull had to go and unleash 100% of his power and 120% skill. Like the character's not going to get nerfed anytime soon, because when does the first character come out?
I mean, Street Fighter in general, the developers just don't plan on like doing big nerfs or buffs.
Crazy thing, and like I said, CEO is gonna be crazy because the new character is gonna be before CEO.
Is she?
But is there going to be a balance patch by then?
I don't
Probably
know.
not for. And if they do, not for Blanca.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
tell you
think-
right
I don't
now.
think they're gonna do
I'm gonna tell you right now,
balance
it's not gonna be crazy because
No.
the new character is not gonna be strong enough for people to pick her. Like Ingrid
Yeah.
came out, Alex
Yeah.
came out. People don't play them because they're not strong enough. They don't compare.
Yeah, because they don't know how the matchups is for every character. So yeah, that makes sense. Same thing with
I don't think she'll be banned though. For
No,
this.
of course
no,
not.
she won't be banned, but everybody's going to be playing it maybe in
See what's gonna happen. It's gonna be the same old Mai's and Blancas and Sagats.
yeah,
Like they-
and Bison.
And Bison.
We're going to get a sprinkle of maybe a little Ryu in there.
Yeah, it's
You know.
Yeah, they
might
did.
get a Zangief.
Might get a Zangief.
Maybe. Well, is Idom coming to this one? Do we know since he went to EVO?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
You know, he actually been putting in work. Shout outs to you, Idom.
That was good for him.
And what I seen him doing with Manon, yo, this man got way too many counter combos that leads into dumb grabs. He's getting like so far what I've been seeing is every round he's getting like in the first round 3 to 4 stocks of like the grab buff.
I was like,
Like, it was crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
But Tuco, we're
Yeah.
just gonna call it that. Sonic Fox and Enzo versus Hikari. I gotta give shout outs to all of them, Super Noon, all of them. But
Hikari is the strongest.
and it's crazy. Like you had the 2 Japanese twins, and then you which I consider the strongest. Then you have Sonic Fox and Enzo. I consider them strong. Then you have Super Noon, who's a solo, and then you have Hikari. Like, you got 6 players, which just makes up 4 teams. They are.
I mean, there's also Bleed and
Yeah, I can't get
Bleed
forget
is
about
like
Bleed.
he kind of got bodied by Super Noon. I was surprised how bad he got bodied by Super Noon. And then he should have beat Polka. It was like spaghetti at the end of that match.
Yeah, but I'll like to round it off to like 5 players or 5 teams, whatever. Bleed would definitely be the next one, but oh my god, once you watch top 4,
Yeah.
that was getting crazy. Like every match was good. I can't lie. Sometimes it's frustrating to play, but it's damn sure good to watch.
Yeah, like Teemo's pretty rough to fight against. Hikari realized like all I have to do is just sit here and wait for him to keep doing his stupid thing, look for his opening, get a couple hits in, and just run away. Like,
Yep. Now, the funniest thing in the world, that man was going Super Saiyan after he won.
yeah.
Won Grand Finals.
the pop up was pretty good.
Oh yeah. Now, like I said before, it was hard to pay attention to stuff. I wasn't able to pay attention to Invincible too much. I tried watching as much as I could. I think I watched the last match I watched. I think was with Zippy or something like that. But
Zippy was expected to win.
yeah,
But this Japanese dude came out of nowhere. He learned tech 2 weeks before the tournament, where like when you do a TAC, or I'm not sure what they call it in Invincible, but
yeah.
you TAC, and if you try to counter a TAC, there's an option select to evade the counter and continue your combo. So pretty much he's TODing every time.
I need to learn that.
Essentially, like the developers like were commentating, like Rip, he's a developer. He's like, oh, he's basically cheating. He's like saying like,
How's it cheating if it's in the game?
well, I mean, obviously he said he's gonna patch it out, but like,
Oh, of course.
like you got away with this one, kid. But the guy who did it is like an old school Japanese like a Kusoge god, like similar to like Goichi, like where he wins a whole bunch of like different
Smaller tournaments.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's not a no name guy. It's actually a god.
All right. So, if I'm correct, Shanghai won City of the Wolves, right?
Yep.
And because I did watch that one, I just can't remember.
I watched very little.
But City of the Wolves, almost felt like watching a bunch of Leroys in, what was it, Tekken 7?
Yeah, Tekken 7.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how many people played with Robert, or as they call him, Bobby.
I'm counting right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Mr. Karates.
5 Bobbies. Like, I can't.
That's bad.
Yeah, seeing the combos that he could do,
It's insane.
his combos actually do feel more extended than anybody. His movement felt like what's the black dude name? With the gi.
I know you're talking about Marco.
Marco. His movement felt like Marco's a little bit. Just he had way more sauce.
Yeah.
Like it almost looks like, do the special moves, do the EXs and the EXs, but then you get time and space for more special moves, and it just kept going. I'm just like,
yeah.
Isn't it supposed to drop like about 2 or 3 moves ago? It was crazy. So
SNK needs to take a time out from character releases
and just
balance.
nerf and buff. Yeah, balance.
They need to balance the game. It's so bad because Mai's not been playable since launch. Like, there's so many characters that are literally unplayable.
Which is kind of crazy because, like, I know there's some people that are like character specialists, but it almost seems like there's no point. Like, I was told that what's that one guy who's almost like Guile who throws the 2 fireballs? I heard they nerfed the hell out of him, so he's not
Kane?
even. Yeah, I heard that he's not even viable anymore. Then the Vox guy, he was actually supposed to be good.
You know what? The reason why there's no character specialist is because there's $1.5 million on the line. Like, I'm picking top tier. I don't give a fuck. I'm playing the toppest of top tier to win this $1.5 million.
Yeah.
And that's not gunshots in the back of my body. That's just fireworks.
Yeah, that's the fireworks. I actually figured, I was just like, there's no point in him bringing fireworks here because there's going to be enough people were popping fireworks in my neighborhood since Tuesday.
It was pouring down me. That's why I didn't bother.
Oh yeah, that too. But let's get to some other good stuff because all of EVO, I will say EVO was at I'm gonna give it 90%. I want to give it 85, but I'm gonna give it 90%. It's mainly for how I had to try to view everything for the Sunday finals.
The announcements were great though.
Yeah, I'm about to get.
Oh,
to
he's
that.
He's about to get on that.
So many announcements. Only one of them that it makes sense, but it also doesn't make sense. And we'll start with that one so that we can just talk about the other great things. SNK, what the hell are y'all doing? Like, a 30-year-old game is getting 2 30-year-old games. There's Art of Fighting 3, and then there's another game that's old as dirt. 2 new character sprites. They're adding Yuri and King to Art of Fighting 3. Everybody thought it was like a port over or whatever else, or in the code. No, brand new made for it. Now, in lieu of recent things going on with technology, RAM, and everything else, it is cheaper to do edits or modify pre-existing games. But in the words of Maximilian, how is the technology even around? How can you still even do this? Because it should be dead. Like, the technology shouldn't exist. So kudos to them for being able to do it, but like 3 or 4 of the games that they announced are old as dirt games that they're bringing in.
Yeah.
So, but I do think it is probably easier. They probably found the tech or specialists that could still work on it.
They got the Saudi money just floating around. They got to spend it.
But of course, King of Fighters 15, them updating that's not a problem. But to me, that was probably the weirdest thing in the world. A 30-year-old game. Like, but I'm sure there's probably some old heads that is just like, it's my time. Yeah. So we're going to be looking out for that. Blaze Blue Central Fiction. Probably the best anime 1v1 game to have come out that has such a diverse and large roster of characters, and each character is a character specialist character. You have to, put time and work into them. So the fact that they added 1 new character, same thing as SNK.
It's random because it's also super old. It's like, I thought this game was dead.
You know what's the funny thing though? That's probably one of the only games back when I was playing on PlayStation. That game really didn't drop down in price.
Really?
That game stayed at like $40 for well over 6-7 years.
Yeah.
And another announcement, Melty Blood got a.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a update or if it's a new game because it's Melty Blood, Type Lumina 2.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
So yeah, I don't know if it's like, hey, pay $10 or $20 and you get this update with revamped movesets and everything, kind of like what Guilty Gear Strive is doing.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
They're pretty old school. It might just be a new game.
It could be a new game.
I feel like that's how they make their money, by just making new games.
That actually is the smarter way. That's the old school tactic.
It's
That's Street Fighter.
Yeah, if you buy it for you buy the game 3 times.
That one was good, and also you already know what fighting game that I'm hyped for, Avatar Legends.
It's in beta right now.
That's not a new announcement.
No,
they announced it. They announced it. They announced all the DLC.
Yeah, they announced the DLC, and then out of what 5 or 6 characters for the last one.
Out of 5, you gotta vote. It's hard for me to vote for the 2 characters.
Do you know what the 5 are by chance? Okay, go ahead. Tell the people.
Well, for the 5 characters that if you pre-order the game, you gotta vote for these 5 characters. Number 1, Tenzin, who is Aang's son. Yes, Aang's son, not Aang's father. You guys, you gotta get it straight. That's number 1. Another one was Kuvira, the main villain for season 4 of Korra.
I think I'd pick him.
That's Kuvira. Not the third one. Not the
Wait,
next one.
who's got the mask?
The third one, Amon.
That's the guy with the mask. Right?
I was like, oh, I said he already got my victory.
Yeah, that's the guy.
The next one, King Boomy from the original Avatar Last Airbender.
I think that was going to end up winning, but
and the last one is Asami. I was like, ooh.
Oh, the chick, the waifu.
I was like, because she could either have a big body with the machines or. So I'm like, I'm tossed up between Amon and Asami.
I think it's going to be the 4 that they already have. King Boomy is most likely going to be the one that wins. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not because so many people like why can't I remember her name?
Toph?
Toph, yeah. So many people like Toph to where they probably want another Earthbender because you gave us 3 avatars, and then it's those other ones are going to be the second season DLC.
Because I was like,
immediately.
Because like so far, Toph was the only Earthbender until Bolin came along, but this time he's gonna do lava bending, and now her daughter's gonna be there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she does metal bending. So it's like you already have 3 earthbenders right there, but one does lava and one does.
King Boomy's a fan favorite though. I'm surprised at how many people are Korra fans compared to Last Airbender.
I mean, the guy with the mask is pretty cool from Korra.
Yeah, Amon.
He's cool. But when we're talking about like
old school,
who they want to see in a fighting game, because of the personality, I wouldn't be surprised because the way they animate the facial expressions and everything, King Boomy look like he's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So it just depends on how they have him playing. I did pre-order it, so I do have the beta test, which is going on for one more day.
People are going crazy over the beta. Like they're going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Azula looks crazy. Her combos are insane.
Oh, I'm trying to learn the stuff. I've been pulling up the trailer, trying to get the combo down or whatever else. I don't know if I have to pick focus or avatar state. Either way, I'm trying.
I guess the frenzied mode. She's easier to play, and she's like, I mean, it's just easier to play. In the focus mode, she's like more technical with like just frames and all that stuff.
Okay.
The combos are super technical.
And
I think Sonic Fox playing the focus because she's so technical and he likes the technical stuff.
And so far for Firebenders, you have Zuko, Azula, you have Ozai, but we haven't seen him gameplay yet. Iroh is going to be coming soon, which
can't wait for Iroh.
And it is the fat Iroh. I was like, not the.
I'm actually surprised. I thought
not
they was
prime
Iroh. I thought they was going to give us, the War Beast.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
People don't know who that is though. Like I've never seen War Beast or Iroh.
I think in the manga they talk about it. I've heard people's like
I've only seen
fans of
retired.
like the comics.
I've only seen them retired.
They say that he's actually way more powerful than the Emperor, but like he was his right hand man. But we like actually from what I understand, he's not even chubby. They say he's actually muscular in that. Underneath that, he's just a little thicker. But we'll never. We might see. It just depends on what, because they did use comic lore in the game.
Yeah,
it's not just based off the animation. It is comic lore also.
And Ty Lee will be interesting.
Yeah, Yeah.
Really interesting.
I mean, it'd be similar to Sokka.
Yeah, and Sokka, from what I understand, is busted right now. Also.
Yes.
Right now, the combos coming out are too broken. Like, they're going to have to tone down the damage.
Yeah, well, thankfully it's a beta.
Yeah. Thank God for the beta, because
but-
people were finding bullshit.
But overall, who you said King Boomy's going out? To me, it's going to be a toss-up between Amon and Asami. People are like, why you say that? Because Amon, he's going to be a bloodbender. So, we don't have a bloodbender yet.
I'm just saying,
So,
for
you got to see.
like I said, I'm surprised on how many Legend of Korra fans there are. But when you say King Boomy, is something about Boomy's personality within Last Airbender, where it's just like,
I think
I wouldn't be surprised if he won, but I'm also not surprised if it's a Legend of Korra character. But either way it goes, it doesn't matter, because if you have all these characters, guarantee you they're all coming in. That is literally season 1 and 2.
It's literally,
they showed you season 1 and 2.
They're saying these are the characters we're working on. Who do you want first?
Yeah,
that's what they're saying.
Exactly. Let's go to another one. Two characters that I'm more so interested in. League of Legends Ingrid.
Oh.
Samira and Lux.
Yeah, Lux is lead Ingrid.
Lux looks interesting.
Yeah.
Based off the way she plays, because, guys, me and Shankster was going at it, trying to learn Cinecombo. I have Cinecombos transform and untransform, but they did something to where combos just don't really stay the way that they're supposed to.
Her combos
Cinna's
are finicky.
just too slow. It's finicky. But Lux looked like she might pair really good with Thresh.
Lux looks like she's gonna be a very standard character. Like, I don't think she's gonna be as overcomplicated like Senna. So,
Nah. The stuff that she pulled off, I have a feeling that that's going to lead into some interesting Okian setups, especially the whole twirl over and hit you.
But it's not complicated. It's just like you understand how this move's gonna work.
Yeah. Then you have
Samira. Samira is
Invincible. They've showed more for Universal or Universa, and also the Immortal. Those characters are interesting. I'm definitely interested in Universa.
I think she's hot.
Yeah. Oh, she's better looking than in the in the anime or the cartoon, as well as the.
They made her look
I don't
like
think
She-Hulk.
she was ever in the comics. If she was in the comics, then I just didn't pay attention. But she looks like she can compete against She-Hulk for best green girl.
Yeah.
And we can't forget the last one. You already know what I'm gonna say.
Say it.
Marvel Tokon.
Oh, Tokon.
No. Under Night and Bird got another character coming, don't they? So that's not last.
I'm not too. I didn't pay attention.
I didn't pay attention to that. But Marvel Tokon, what I like about what they did is like they knew what we was all thinking about, because we said the Midnight Suns. Like they knew what we was thinking about.
They knew what normies was looking for.
Because when they said Ghost Rider, I was like, it's gonna be the Midnight Suns. And when Blade show up, I just heard one of the loudest reactions in a while. They went crazy for Blade.
Nagoriyuki 4.0.
Yeah.
And then when we saw Captain, I was like, what's Captain Red? Then when it says Loki, I was like, I didn't expect Loki.
Yeah, Loki was crazy. That was...
Loki definitely looked like an Arc System Works character.
I did not expect that, and of course, Deadpool. I'm like, I expected Deadpool to be, but I didn't expect him. I expected it to be like a DLC year 2.
It's kind of fun what they did with
but
Deadpool.
like when they did year 1, I was like,
Deadpool's doing all like.
He has a lot of references.
Yeah.
He has
dive kick.
Marvel 3's Doctor Doom dive kick. Mm-hmm. He has, and he did like this multi-bomb thing, which is actually from Vegeta from Dragon Ball Fighters.
He has the nut punch, the Johnny Cage.
Yeah,
nut
which
punch.
is Johnny Cage. He has and I don't know if the Jackal pose is a counter or if it's just like a starting frame animation where they give him that.
Yeah.
Like he has a lot. I want to say though, the trailer for Villains was still better, but Blade alone.
My goodness.
Yeah, Blade definitely carried that. He carried that trailer.
He carried that trailer.
But the character I'm most interested in out of those is actually Loki. Definitely. So
I'm happy to see him. I'm not really too excited for any of the characters. Like maybe Blade. Blade looks super cool.
So right now the characters that I'm interested in, and there's so many different play styles with them, is I'm interested in Shuri, Danger, Loki, and only because I seen something very interesting within it. Magneto.
Oh yeah.
There was something that I seen in that is Magneto, but I actually prefer Green Goblin over Magneto because I want to see if he has fly stuff with that hoverboard. If he has that, then it's Green Goblin. If not, Magneto's taking that spot.
Me, I'm interested. Obviously, Blade. I'm interested. I'm interested in Danger as well. I want to see how Magic play because I use Magic on Marvel Raw. I want to see how she.
Nobody had only in the. I think it was a developer showcase. Did they show like the true potential of her because she has something where when you pop the teleport portal, she can constantly do this like weird like loop in the corner with her teleports and the stuff. But nobody has been able to pull that off yet. Yeah. It's probably complicated.
I think a lot of early footage is very basic stuff. For me, like I'm interested in Magneto. I want Storm to work, Magic, and Shuri. I think that's it. Maybe I mean I'll definitely try out the characters see if they fit me. But
now, we do have an open beta coming out the weekend of July 24th or 26th or something like that.
Around that time.
So,
PC
and it's on PC.
Beta.
So
get that crack. CEO's coming up. You gotta. get your games.
Now it is going to be the EVO build, so we don't get everybody. So there won't be
it's not the latest build.
It's not.
No, the EVO is the latest build.
Well, it's not launch build.
Yeah, it's not launch build. So I can't remember who wasn't in there. I know Hulk wasn't in there. Green Goblin, Carnage. That means Blade and all them. The main one that came in was Magneto. So, but I will have Shuri. I will have Danger. And I'll play Magneto just so I can get some reps in because they did have Arc System Works had like pretty much their own showcase, especially for Friday and Saturday, where it was mainly Friday though, where they had like the a tournament. And in the very first match, shout outs to Diaphone, very first match against. I can't remember who he
Cloud
played.
805?
No, he didn't play Cloud first. I can't remember his name. And I don't want to like make fun and just say anything random, but he had he did I don't know if it was an auto combo or not, but he did the whole projectile spamming combo. Yeah. It was after he did a button check. Like, he did a button check, they went in, he had to do another button check, and then after that, he did this full-blown combo, and everything was like projectile, going in, going back out. It was gangster.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, I got it. You couldn't clip it back then because it was live. I was just like, that combo right there is the one you got to practice right there.
Yeah, you understand his mechanic, right? Like his gimmick?
Yeah, I know his gimmick.
Yeah.
So, I'm happy for it. So, gotta hurry up and get that PC, man.
Yeah, I gotta jump on a PC.
Otherwise, you're gonna be paying for that PlayStation Plus to play.
Yeah.